McDonald's, the golden arches, the smell of fries, the nostalgia of childhood Happy Meals. It's the most recognizable fast food chain on the planet. But behind that cheerful image and the promise of quick, cheap satisfaction lies a reality most people never think about. Many of McDonald's menu items are loaded with chemicals, preservatives, and hidden sugars that can wreck your health over time. While some McDonald's items might look harmless, they're often engineered in food labs, not kitchens, designed to trigger cravings and keep you coming back for more. From deep-fried fillers to sauces loaded with high-fructose corn syrup, these so-called classics are anything but simple food. In this video, we're uncovering 8 McDonald's items you should avoid at all costs, from breakfast favorites to burger icons, and then we'll reveal a few options that are actually safe if you ever find yourself under those golden arches again. 1. Big Mac, the icon that's slowly wrecking your health. The Big Mac, McDonald's crown jewel. It's been around since 1967 and represents everything the brand stands for. Double beef patties, special sauce, sesame seed bun, pickles, lettuce, and cheese. Sounds simple, right? But the truth behind this so-called classic is anything but appetizing. A single Big Mac contains over 550 calories, 30 grams of fat, and 45 grams of carbohydrates, including a dangerous amount of refined sugars and sodium. But it's not just the numbers that are concerning. It's what's hidden inside. That famous special sauce? It's a mix of high-fructose corn syrup, preservatives, and artificial flavorings that give it its addictive sweetness. The patties, while marketed as 100% beef, contain added fillers and anti-caking agents used to preserve texture and moisture. Even the bun packs refined flour, soybean oil, and added sugar, which together spike your blood sugar and trigger cravings shortly after eating. But what really makes the Big Mac harmful is the chemical cocktail of additives used to keep it shelf-stable and visually appealing. Compounds like sodium phosphate and ammonium chloride are used in the beef to retain color and flavor, while potassium sorbate helps preserve the sauce. Over time, consuming these additives regularly can increase inflammation, stress the liver, and even disrupt hormonal balance. And here's something most people don't know. A 2016 independent food analysis discovered that the Big Mac's beef patties contained trace amounts of antibiotics used in industrial meat production. McDonald's has made partial pledges to phase out antibiotic-treated beef, but not all of its suppliers follow through globally. From a nutritional standpoint, the Big Mac's ingredient combination is a perfect storm for metabolic damage. Refined carbs, trans fat-like oils, and sugar-heavy sauces create a food that's engineered for instant satisfaction but long-term harm. It spikes dopamine, just like junk food is meant to do, keeping customers hooked. So while it might be tempting to grab that iconic burger just this once, the truth is, even one Big Mac can flood your system with pro-inflammatory oils, chemical additives, and empty calories. It's not food your body recognizes. It's a product your brain's been tricked to crave. 2. Filet-O-Fish, the lighter option that's far from fresh. The Filet-O-Fish is McDonald's attempt to look like a better choice. Lighter, less greasy, maybe even a little healthy because, hey, it's fish, right? But don't be fooled. This sandwich might wear a halo of health, but it's secretly one of the worst offenders on the entire menu. Let's start with the fish itself. The Filet-O-Fish patty is not a fresh fillet of fish. It's typically made from frozen blocks of Alaskan pollock, a low-cost, over-processed fish that's mechanically minced, bleached, and reformed into a patty shape before being dunked in a thick batter and deep-fried in cheap vegetable oils. These oils, often blends of soybean, canola, and hydrogenated fats, are notorious for producing oxidized compounds and trans fats, which damage cells and contribute to inflammation. Now, let's talk numbers. One Filet-O-Fish sandwich contains 380 calories, 18 grams of fat, and 560 milligrams of sodium, and that's without any sides. The sodium content alone can bloat you and raise blood pressure, while the refined carb bun and sugary tartar sauce add another hidden hit of high-fructose corn syrup and artificial flavorings. But here's where it gets worse. That tartar sauce isn't just mayonnaise and pickles. It's loaded with preservatives like calcium disodium EDTA, used to extend shelf life, and sugar to mask the aftertaste of the fish patty. And speaking of the fish, the sourcing of McDonald's pollock has come under fire. While it's technically wild-caught, investigations have found that some suppliers are linked to overfishing and environmentally damaging practices. The kicker? The Filet-O-Fish bun contains L-cysteine, an amino acid that can be derived from poultry feathers or even human hair. It's a common dough conditioner in mass-produced bread, but it's definitely not something you'd expect in your light lunch. In the end, this seafood sandwich is more lab creation than ocean inspiration. Between the ultra-processed fish, artificial sauce, and refined bun, you're left with a meal that's high in calories, low in nutrition, and built to hook you on flavor, not feed your body. So, next time you think of the Filet-O-Fish as the healthy alternative, remember, there's nothing fresh about a fish that's been processed, fried, and frozen into submission. 3. Chicken McNuggets, the childhood favorite with a chemical twist. There's no denying it. McDonald's chicken. McNuggets are iconic. They're crispy, golden, and instantly nostalgic. But beneath that familiar crunch lies one of the most disturbing truths on the McDonald's menu. These bite-sized pieces of chicken are less about poultry and more about processing, preservatives, and lab-engineered ingredients. Let's start with the star of the show, the chicken. Contrary to what the name suggests, McNuggets aren't made from whole chicken breast. They're made from a mixture of mechanically separated chicken meat, skin, fat, and connective tissue that's ground into a paste, blended with fillers and stabilizers, and then shaped into those familiar nugget forms. The result is a product that's only part chicken, and a whole lot of something else. That's not the end of the story. Each McNugget is coated in a batter made from refined flour, modified starch, and leavening agents, then fried in a blend of vegetable oils containing dimethyl polysiloxane, a silicone-based chemical also found in hair products and caulking compounds. It's used to prevent oil from foaming, but it definitely doesn't belong in food. Nutritionally, 6 McNuggets contain about 280 calories, 17 grams of fat, and nearly 600 milligrams of sodium. And that's before dipping sauces. The oils used for frying, typically soybean or canola oil, are highly processed and repeatedly heated, producing toxic compounds known as aldehydes, which can damage cells and accelerate aging. And about those dipping sauces, whether it's barbecue, honey mustard, or sweet and sour, they're basically sugar bombs, each loaded with corn syrup, preservatives, and artificial flavorings that make these nuggets even more addictive. McDonald's has tried to rebrand McNuggets over the years, claiming they're now made with 100% white meat. But that doesn't tell the full story. 100% white meat doesn't mean only white meat. It simply means that the chicken component comes from white meat, even though it's still heavily processed, mixed, and reconstituted with other ingredients. To make matters worse, testing in the early 2000s revealed that McNuggets contained TBHQ, tertiary butyl hydroquinone, a petroleum-based preservative used to extend shelf life. Although small amounts are technically legal, excessive consumption has been linked to nausea, hyperactivity, and potential long-term health effects. The truth is, McNuggets aren't a fun snack. They're a chemical-laden creation designed for taste, not nutrition. That crispy bite comes with a hidden cost your body pays for long after the meal is over. 4. McFlurry, a sugar avalanche in a cup. It looks innocent enough. Creamy vanilla soft serve swirled with candy or cookie bits. The McFlurry is McDonald's go-to dessert, a fan favorite that's been around for decades. But behind that cool, sweet indulgence is a shocking truth. The McFlurry isn't just dessert. It's a sugar and chemical overload disguised as a treat. Let's start with the numbers. A regular-size Oreo McFlurry packs a staggering 500 to 600 calories, nearly 80 grams of carbohydrates, and 60 grams of sugar. That's the equivalent of eating 15 teaspoons of sugar in one sitting. For context, the American Heart Association recommends no more than 6 teaspoons per day for women and 9 for men. So one McFlurry takes you past your daily limit, 6 times over. The base of the McFlurry, McDonald's soft serve, might look like ice cream, but it's far from the simple mix of cream, sugar, and vanilla. Instead, it's a chemical concoction of non-fat milk solids, corn syrup, mono and diglycerides, gar gum, carrageenan, and artificial flavoring. Carrageenan, in particular, is controversial. Extracted from seaweed, it's been linked to inflammation and digestive issues in multiple studies. Then there's the candy mix-ins. Whether it's M&M's, Oreos, or Reese's, you're adding even more refined sugar, hydrogenated oils, food dyes, and artificial flavors. all of which amplify the calorie count and trigger dopamine responses in your brain. That's what makes the McFlurry dangerously addictive. It's designed to make you crave more. But perhaps the most shocking part is the hidden sodium and fat content. One McFlurry can contain over 200 milligrams of sodium and 16 grams of fat, including saturated fat from low-quality dairy and artificial thickeners. Combined with sugar, this creates the perfect storm for spikes in insulin, energy crashes, and fat storage. Even worse, McFlurry machines are notorious for being breeding grounds for bacteria. Multiple employees have reported that the machines, which are difficult to clean, often sit for long periods without proper maintenance, making contamination a real risk. So yes, that McFlurry might taste like happiness for a few minutes, but it's really just a chemical cocktail of sugar, dairy byproducts, and additives that leave your body sluggish and your health at risk. Next time that craving hits, remember, this treat comes with a hidden toxic twist. 5. McGriddle sandwich. Breakfast's sweetest mistake. If you've ever had a McGriddle, you know it's one of McDonald's most addictive breakfast items. Those soft, maple-flavored pancake buns wrapped around eggs, cheese, and sausage feel like a sweet, salty dream. But here's the ugly truth. The McGriddle is less of a breakfast and more of a sugar-coated science project. Let's break it down. A sausage, egg, and cheese. McGriddle contains roughly 550 calories, 32 grams of fat, 45 grams of carbohydrates, and over 1,200 milligrams of sodium. That's more salt than an order of large fries. And nearly half of its calories come from saturated fats and sugar. The pancakes that make it so iconic are where things really go wrong. They aren't just pancakes. They're infused with high fructose corn syrup, preservatives, and artificial flavorings to mimic the taste of real maple syrup. This means you're eating a breakfast pastry laced with refined sugar and processed oils that spike your blood sugar before your morning even starts. The sausage patty, meanwhile, contains mechanically processed pork, mixed with fillers, sodium phosphate, and flavor enhancers to give it that juicy texture. The cheese slice? It's not even real cheese. It's a processed cheese product filled with emulsifiers and coloring agents like annatto and yellow No. 5, both linked to hyperactivity and allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. Even the egg, which seems like the simplest part, is cooked with additives and stabilizers to maintain a fluffy appearance during transport and storage. By the time this breakfast reaches your tray, it's been assembled from over 50 different ingredients, most of which were made in a factory, not a kitchen. And let's not forget the oil it's cooked in. The McGriddle is grilled in partially hydrogenated vegetable oils, a source of trans fats that contribute to inflammation and heart disease. Combine that with sugar-heavy buns and processed meat, and you've got a meal that delivers an instant dopamine rush followed by a mid-morning crash. So while the McGriddle may look like comfort food, it's actually a caloric bomb of sugar, sodium, and lab-engineered flavor. It's the kind of breakfast that tricks your taste buds into loving it, while quietly overloading your system with toxins and empty calories. 6. Large fries. The golden lie behind the arches. There's no sound more tempting than the rustle of a McDonald's fry bag. Golden, crispy, and salty. The fries are the heart of the McDonald's experience. But beneath that familiar crunch lies one of the most deceptive foods in the fast food world. Those fries may look simple, but they're far from it. What most people don't realize is that McDonald's fries aren't just potatoes. In fact, they contain over 15 ingredients, and almost half of them have nothing to do with potatoes at all. Along with the spuds, you'll find dextrose, a type of sugar, sodium acid pyrophosphate, used to maintain color, hydrogenated soybean oil, and dimethyl polysiloxane, a chemical used in silicone sealants and hair conditioners. Each large order of fries packs roughly 500 calories, 25 grams of fat, and nearly 400 milligrams of sodium. That's before you add ketchup, which brings more sugar and high fructose corn syrup into the mix. The fat content may not seem outrageous, but the problem lies in what kind of fat it is. McDonald's fries are par-fried at the processing plant, then refried in restaurants, meaning they're cooked twice in industrial-grade oils. These oils, primarily canola and soybean, are reused repeatedly throughout the day, leading to the formation of oxidized fats and aldehydes, compounds linked to cellular damage, inflammation, and even neurodegenerative diseases. And here's the kicker. Those fries aren't vegetarian. McDonald's adds natural beef flavor, derived from hydrolyzed wheat and milk, to give them that distinct aroma. So even though you think you're eating fries, you're actually consuming hidden animal byproducts, plus an unnecessary mix of chemicals that keep them looking golden and crisp for hours. In fact, a former McDonald's supplier once revealed that the fries are pre-cooked, flash frozen, and stored for weeks before reaching the restaurant. By the time they're fried and salted, the original potato's nutrients are long gone. What you're left with is a starch and fat shell engineered for maximum addiction. McDonald's fries are a textbook example of food science over food quality, designed to look, taste, and smell irresistible, but loaded with chemicals that make your brain crave them even more. So, while they might be just fries, they're really one of the unhealthiest traps on the menu. 7. Sweet and sour sauce. The small packet with a big problem. It's tiny, it's shiny, and it looks harmless, but McDonald's sweet and sour sauce is one of the most deceptively unhealthy items on the entire menu. You'd think a dipping sauce couldn't do much damage, but this one's basically liquid candy disguised as a condiment. Let's start with what's inside that little packet. The sweet and sour sauce is made from high-fructose corn syrup, sugar, water, apricot puree concentrate, modified food starch, and a cocktail of preservatives and flavor enhancers. The first two ingredients? Pure sugar, before you even get to anything remotely related to fruit. That means that most of what you're dipping your nuggets into isn't fruit-based flavor at all. It's refined corn syrup mixed with artificial flavorings, designed to taste like fruit. Each small packet contains 50 calories and 11 grams of sugar, which doesn't sound like much, until you realize that people rarely stop at one. Combine 2 or 3 packets with Chicken McNuggets, and you've just added over 30 grams of sugar to an already greasy, sodium-heavy meal. That's more sugar than a glazed donut. Then come the preservatives. McDonald's uses potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate, which prevent mold growth but can form benzene, a potential carcinogen when exposed to heat and light. It's not just bad for your metabolism, it's bad for your long-term health. The sour part of the sauce doesn't come from natural citrus or vinegar. It's mostly citric acid and artificial flavoring. This synthetic acidity gives it that punchy tang, but can irritate your stomach lining, especially if you consume it regularly. And while the color might look bright and appetizing, that hue doesn't come from apricots or peaches. It's the result of yellow number 6 and red number 40, 2 artificial dyes linked to hyperactivity, allergic reactions, and behavioral issues in children. It's ironic that McDonald's markets this sauce as a way to enhance your meal. In reality, it's a sugar and chemical syrup engineered to make bland processed meat taste irresistible. It's the fast food version of sweet poison. Small, shiny, and dangerously addictive. So next time you reach for that little orange packet, remember? There's nothing sweet about what it's doing to your body. Now that we've revealed the McDonald's menu items that are loaded with hidden sugars, unhealthy fats, and unnecessary additives, it's clear that not everything on the menu is safe for regular consumption. But the good news is that not all McDonald's items are off limits. There are a few choices that are genuinely healthier, lighter, and better for anyone looking to enjoy a meal without compromising on nutrition. Let's shift our focus from the heavily processed and calorie-laden options to the items that you can feel confident including in your diet. Healthy option number 1, grilled chicken salad. The grilled chicken salad at McDonald's is one of the few menu items that genuinely stands out as a healthier choice for anyone looking to enjoy a meal without overloading on calories, fats, or sodium. Unlike many items on the McDonald's menu that are deep-fried, heavily processed, and loaded with hidden sugars, the grilled chicken salad features a simple yet effective combination of fresh, leafy greens, crisp vegetables, and protein-rich grilled chicken. The use of grilled chicken instead of breaded or fried meat drastically reduces both saturated fat and overall calorie content, making it a much safer option for people who are mindful of their heart health or aiming to manage their weight. Each salad comes with a variety of vegetables, including lettuce, spinach, and cherry tomatoes, which provide essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. These compounds play a crucial role in fighting inflammation, supporting the immune system, and promoting overall well-being. One of the most important aspects of the grilled chicken salad is its protein content. Protein is essential for building and repairing muscles, maintaining energy levels, and keeping you feeling full for longer periods. By including a generous portion of grilled chicken, this salad ensures that you receive sufficient protein while avoiding the excess calories and unhealthy fats often found in fried menu items. Additionally, the fresh vegetables in the salad are high in fiber, which aids digestion, supports gut health, and contributes to a feeling of satiety. While the salad is healthy on its own, it's worth noting that the choice of dressing can significantly impact its nutritional value. Opting for a lighter vinaigrette or using the dressing sparingly allows you to enjoy the flavor without adding unnecessary sugars, fats, or calories. This small adjustment ensures that the salad remains a genuinely nutritious option that fits well into a balanced diet. Healthy option. Number 2, fruit and yogurt parfait. The fruit and yogurt parfait at McDonald's is one of the best options for anyone looking for a lighter, healthier snack or dessert without giving up taste or convenience. Unlike many desserts on the McDonald's menu, which are loaded with refined sugars, artificial flavorings, and unhealthy fats, the fruit and yogurt parfait focuses on natural ingredients that provide both nutrition and satisfaction. It is made primarily with low-fat yogurt, fresh fruit such as strawberries and blueberries, and a small portion of granola. This combination provides a balance of protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, making it a nourishing choice that supports overall health while still delivering the sweet treat experience that dessert lovers crave. Protein is a standout feature of the fruit and yogurt parfait. The low-fat yogurt base offers a source of high-quality protein, which is essential for building and repairing muscles, maintaining energy levels, and promoting satiety. By including protein in the dessert, the parfait helps curb cravings and prevents the energy crashes that are often associated with high-sugar treats. In addition, the calcium and vitamin D in the yogurt contribute to strong bones and overall wellness, making this dessert not only enjoyable, but also functional from a nutritional standpoint. The fruit component adds natural sweetness while providing antioxidants, vitamins, and dietary fiber. Antioxidants play a vital role in protecting the body from oxidative stress, supporting immune function, and promoting heart health. Dietary fiber helps regulate digestion, supports gut health, and contributes to a feeling of fullness, which can prevent overeating later in the day. The small portion of granola adds texture and crunch, but it also provides additional fiber and complex carbohydrates to complement the yogurt and fruit. While granola contains some sugar, it is minimal compared to traditional desserts, keeping the parfait a healthier alternative. And that wraps up our complete guide to McDonald's menu items to avoid at all costs, along with a few healthier options that you can actually enjoy without guilt. Fast food doesn't have to mean unhealthy choices, and knowing what to pick can make a huge difference for your overall health, energy levels, and well-being. From the grilled chicken salad to the fruit and yogurt parfait, these safe alternatives prove that it's possible to enjoy McDonald's without compromising your nutrition. The key is to be mindful of what you're ordering and avoid the items loaded with hidden sugars, refined oils, and unnecessary additives that can harm your health in the long run. If you found this video helpful and informative, don't forget to hit the like button to show your support. Share this video with friends, family, or anyone who loves fast food but also wants to make smarter choices. And make sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. This way, you'll get access to more guides, tips, and reviews that help you eat healthier, smarter, and more consciously every day. Also, tap the bell icon so you never miss an update whenever we release a new video. Your support means the world, and it helps us continue bringing you content that informs, educates, and helps you make better decisions for your health and lifestyle. Remember, making even small changes, like choosing a salad or a yogurt parfait over fried and heavily processed options, can have a big impact on your long-term health. Smart choices don't mean sacrificing taste or enjoyment. They mean taking control and being intentional with what you eat. So, next time you're at McDonald's, choose wisely, enjoy your food, and keep your health a top priority. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video with more tips, reviews, and insights to help you live a healthier, smarter life.